All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bill from Idaho is here, so you know what that means. We are ready to get right on started with everything. I am still relatively ill, and so I apologize in advance. Um, I may occasionally have to take a little break from this live stream to go up and have um, a coughing fit. And I'm not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest, how long I will be able to be streaming for. Probably not like the usual, like, 3 hours or whatever that we would typically do a stream like this for. But in any case, we are here. We are going to have a great time. And yes, we will be the Masters of Command. Hello, hello, everyone. It has been so long since I have done a live stream. Is this going to be a game or a yap session? This is going to be a gaming session. I had more planned as far as, like, padding and everything, but again, I'm not feeling well. Better to just sort of get right into things. I'm unfamiliar with this game. Is it any good? Well, the game is not yet out. Whether it's any good, I think it is. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a bit, but this is going to be you're weak, Brandon. Tough it up. I know. I'm sorry. This is Armchair Historian's new game. It is not yet released, but it is available for wish listing. I'm going to move the chat box really quick here. I just realized it's going to be in an awkward spot when we're actually playing the game, I think. We'll put it up there. Very good. If you want to wish list it, learn more about it and all that. Oh boy, the low internet connection is already going to begin to hit me. I am currently staying in an Airbnb, and the location is kind of 50-50 when it comes to internet connection, but where was I? Like I said, I'm ill. Be patient with me. I must have bought it on the dark web. Indeed, History Dose. But also, Griffin was kind enough to send me a complimentary code for a beta version of the game. This is not technically the final version of the release. Obviously, it's mostly done. But we can still expect to see some balancing things are going to be changed. In fact, there's actually already a pretty big balance patch in the works. It should be finished fairly soon, as I understand it. But there's a lot of balancing things that are still going to be going through. A few little shifts here and there to exact camera angles, or some graphics here and there will be swapped from one to another. But the core of the game itself is pretty much there, as you'll see, and yeah, it's very much in a playable state. I should mention, of course, as we go into it, that I have played a little bit of the game, and I do really like what I see. I'm very excited for this. I think it's a fun time. Of course, I am not without my biases either. Yeah, I'm going to assume that this guy's not smoking next to gunpowder. I'm going to assume that this is rations or something. I just want to cover a bias, of course, in the fact that Griffin is a friend of mine, and so obviously if I didn't like his game, I wouldn't be playing it and live streaming it. Odds are I would sort of just conveniently neglect it, so to say. So I don't think that means that my feedback on the title is going to be entirely corrupted and not worth anything. But I don't know, just something to keep in mind. Yeah, the front page is really true. I like all the little details. It has the women sewing the colors. You got Frederick on there looking out over the destroyed farmstead. The guy's polishing the gun. This little guy having a great time. All right, let's get into it. Am I excited for the new Ken Burns documentary? I am cautious about the Ken Burns documentary. I've heard mixed things, but I'm hoping that it's good. I don't know. I've actually never even seen a Ken Burns documentary before, so I'm not too sure. We shall find out. For example, this graphic is not actually going to be in the final cut. This is going to be replaced by something else, because of course the immediate thing that my eye goes to is the mustache there. But that is known as an error, and that will not be a permanent issue. No worries. So let's see here. Right, I suppose I should guide us all through. As you can see, there are various nations that you can play as, and every nation has different armies that you can unlock. Each of these armies comes with different, sort of starting conditions. You start off with different equipment, and you start off with a different, overarching rule or whatever that I don't know how to say that, but the Hanoverians get better army replenishment, for example, but they have lower stamina. You have the subsidy troops who get less fire received, like they can tank fire more readily, and they have to pay more for reservists. So each one of these nations has 3 different armies to choose from. Here we have the Austrians, different choices, all very cool. We have the Prussians themselves, of course. You get the Freikorps, sort of voluntold gentleman over here. Why is the mustache a problem? In the 18th century, in British culture, 18th century, having facial hair is basically only a thing if you are mentally unwell. Beards, mustaches were exceedingly rare in 18th century England. Not so much in Germany, that was a different situation in a lot of the other countries, but in Britain it was just like not a done thing. Sort of like how it wasn't a done thing for much of like ancient Roman history, for example. Just to finish going through some of the artwork. The Cossacks are really cool. I have not played as them yet, but if you look at like how their rules work, they basically play as like a roving warband that has to just like keep on raiding in order to survive, as opposed to like a traditional army, which is a lot of fun. French, that's a really cool piece of artwork right there. Light Corps. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different things. Are there Hessians in the game? Yes, kind of. So not Hessians specifically, but there are Hanoverians. So another, like, you know, a force of Germanic troops that are in the pay of the British army, and are like fighting alongside the Brits. Oh, yeah, in fact, here, subsidy troops are Hessians and Brunswickers. So yes, you have the British Expeditionary Corps. The other 2 of their armies are actually just Germans. They're not actually British soldiers themselves, which is a delight. All right, so with that being said as well, each nation has various unlocks. You complete objectives, and that can unlock. So yeah, and then you see some of them here will be how you unlock different different armies and different parts of the game. I'm not going to worry about that for right now, though, because I just want to play as the British expedition proper. There are also, well, there's Iron Man mode, which I'm a coward, so I'm not going to do that. There are campaign settings. There are modifiers, and you can choose what enemy countries you're going to play against. So if you want to just do like an English Civil War kind of deal, you can play as only against the British. In my case, we get to decide, do we want to play against the French, the Russians, the Habsburgs, the Prussians? I'm just going to select all of these, so that way we get, we get some good variety going. As far as modifiers go, we can make the, we can make the game more difficult for ourselves and more complicated. Let's see, I'm not too experienced with the game just yet. I'm not going to do any positive modifiers, because I'm not that much of a coward. Crimean War helped shift attitudes towards facial... Yeah, it's mainly like early mid-Victorian is when that attitude towards facial hair started to change. Let's see here. Resources and items cost a bit more. Corrupt commissars. I like reducing the visibility, making it a little bit where we can't just like beeline wherever we want. I think that's a fair thing to do. 1 regiment in every enemy brigade is doubled. What here? Looking at the list, though, everyone here, what do you all think that I should do? I'll turn to the chat. Which ones do you want me to select? I'll do 3. I'll do 3 of these difficult settings. Combat effectiveness and morale, maybe that one. If people all cheer for one in particular, I'll swap one of these out. How am I playing the game? Oh, how am I playing it? I was given all of them, Techmaki. That would be horrible. I was given a code by Griffin to test out the game on live stream here. Oh god, all of them. None, play as is, complete commissars. Where is that one? I don't see. Corrupt commissars. Okay, I like that. Low visibility, corrupt commissars, broken ranks. Ooh. Shattered units are considered destroyed. I prefer having regular units that like run away and you have to like run them down in order to actually destroy them. Disciplined enemies? Which one is that one? Oh, yeah, we already have that one selected. Logistics collapse. Oh. I'm not sure how that one's going to play. All right, I'm going to stick with these three for now. I think that's pretty fair. Plus 30% difficulty modifier. All right, we have dilly-dallied for long enough, my friends. Time to get into it. So, after we select our campaign, then we get to choose, like, what we're going to do in that campaign. Oh my, so this is, I guess, so I should say, the game is set, like, in obviously a 7 years war time period, but it isn't, like, literal 7 years war. So there are some alternative things here. In this case, Britain is invaded. We're trying to occupy Brandenburg. Like, we have different options. It's more like, think general, like, 1740s, 50s, 60s, as opposed to, like, oh, this is 1755 in, you know, West Hanover, or something like that, right? Alright, so secure 4 encampments, secure 5 convoys, siege 2 forts, secure 5 settlements, secure 5 battlefields. I like Brandenburg, I think. Here, let me do I can do a poll, I think. Is that still a thing I can do on YouTube? How do I add a poll? It's been so long since I've live streamed, I don't remember how anything works. Engage your audience. There we go, start a poll. Which campaign shall we do? We shall do Southern England. Gotta love the Saraband. Brandenburg, or we shall do Hesse. You may place your votes. There it is. I do like the idea under Brandenburg of seeing what sieging the forts looks like. I have not sieged any forts yet. I'm not sure, like, if that's actually a game mode, if that's just a progress bar that we fill out, or what. I'm not sure. Alright, it seems like Brandenburg is winning by a pretty, by a mile there. So we're gonna go to Brandenburg. I guess it is appropriate, the name. Alright, and so we zoom on in, and it will give us our map. Apologies. Alright, so, if we exit out of here, this will show us, war is upon us, your army stands on the frontier. Though modest in size, your forces are disciplined and in good order. A nearby depot lies ahead, lightly defended, may serve as a starting point to begin your campaign, though you need to press onward soon after. No unusual conditions in this region. The land is passable, roads are open, and the enemy has not yet entrenched themselves. Still, do not mistake quiet for safety. Stray patrols and pickets roam the countryside, and their arms and equipment may serve our cause better than theirs. Alright, so I'll show you the map first. This is the campaign map. It's a fairly large thing. I don't remember if it's randomly generated or not. It doesn't particularly matter, I don't think, but so it's not a 4X epic. Think of this almost as like the Mountain Blade overworld map. So we have our army here, and I click on various objectives or points on the map to move the army and go to different things, and based on these different places, events will happen to the army. You can also run against enemy forces that you have to fight, etc., etc. That'll become more obvious as we get there. There are various modes of march, so we can just have them regularly march. Have a forced march, which increases attrition, but makes us go more quickly. We can raid, we can drill the men, which increases their experience and whatnot, but you have to stay still for that. And then, of course, you can forage along the way, which makes you slow down, but you get supplies. So, here is what I think is the really unique part of the game, is the customability of it all. So, here we are. You can make your officer look however you want him to. I'm gonna give him... So, like, you can have basically a German... Like, this looks very German right here, right? That's a very German-looking officer in the British Army if you want to, for some reason. Have your own, like, little headcanon for it, you know? We'll give him a little bit of curls like that. Oh, we'll make him pale. And then we'll go over to a... I like that. It matches up together. And then you can change him. You can change his name. I think this guy... I don't think you can change his name, but I can change you to Brandon Fischella. And look at that. Make him Sir Brandon Fischella. Oh, yes, quite. But not only are you dictating the names of your battalions and whatnot, or of your officers, you can indeed then change it to the Far Brigade. And you can even change the actual units themselves. So what are we going to name our cavalry? What are we going to name our infantry? Etc., etc. We'll just make these guys the 33rd Foot for now, and then we'll make these guys the 42nd Foot because they are Highlanders. And that is not all. You can change the standards. You have full customability of what you want your colors to look like. I'm going to try and stick mine to be mostly historical. Ooh, that looks pretty good, though, for cavalry. I like that. You can change the patterns and the colors. So, primary flag color. Let's make it like a cross of St. George with the, with that, like, the horse in the center. And then we'll make their uniform with white facings. So we'll give them, like, a buff colored uniform. No face cam, no, not today, because I am still in my pajamas. I'm pretty sick, so I didn't want to have this be like a whole production. A bit more casual. Once I'm feeling healthier again and I'm not coughing up a fit every half second, then I will return to face cam and whatnot. No worries. So, what are we going to name the cavalry? I'll wait for a good name on that, and in the meanwhile, I will issue these guys with some items. I can give them T rations, although that's accuracy and reloading that it improves, so not much use there. Medicinal herbs, casualties restored and less attrition. I'd like that for charges. But you know what? I have a plan. So I'm not going to give these guys any particular items right now. I'm using an AI voice. Oh no, you figured it out. I'm not on my uniform. No, in fact, I do not presently own any 18th century uniforms. So, St. George's horse. I like that. Name the cavalry Jonathan. Ooh, Horsey McHorseface. There. St. George's Horsey McHorsefaces. And then I like the 33rd and the 43rd. So here's the way that I'm going to have it, right? When I tested out the game a little while earlier, this is how I did it. I did the 33rd, which incidentally we have to appropriately update. I believe the 33rds had a... Here we are. No. Wait, that's white. That's red. Facings are red for the 33rd, and their colors will make... That's like the closest, I think, to what we can get. If I remember right from what the 33rd's colors look like. I want the 33rd to be my shooty boys. I want them to be hanging back and just blaring into the enemy. So I'm going to give them T rations, increase their accuracy and their reload. I am going to give them... Ooh... accuracy minus reload. But you know what? We have the +4 reload there, so I'm going to have it be to where they have standard reload speed, but they're going to be insanely accurate. These guys are marksmen. I want the 54th. Oh, no, you don't. Then we're going to go down to the 43. I don't remember what the 42nd colors look like. I'm going to assume that they're just a field of blue. And we'll give them... Likewise, we'll give them that. Yeah. So the 42 that are going to be our melee boys, which means we're going to give them the bagpipes, because they'll give them morale on the charge. And we're going to reduce their casualties and basically make it to where they always have a strong number of men. Restored casualties and less attrition. So we want these boys to be like the core of the army, supported by the 33rd. In the future, we will be able to acquire new brigades. We can get up to 3, I think, or maybe more, I'm not sure. But now, this is our army of the Farb Brigade. Go back over to the campaign map. 42nd was... No, 42nd isn't green. I think it is blue. Bill from Idaho is going to go now. All right, bye. I'm sorry, we didn't actually get to the battle for you. But here we are. So I click on the event. Lightly guarded supplies. Your grace, a supply cache lies before us, but a handful of enemy stragglers stand watch. We can swiftly strike and seize one part before they react. Although we will then rouse them to battle. Yet their strength is slight and I'm not confident, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I can either leave or I can swoop in, grab something, and then fight the people that are, like, left over. You can get up to 5 brigades. Okay. Everyone, the man of the hour himself, Armchair Historian in the chat. If you have any particular questions about the game, feel free to ask him. Kneecap, yes, you can be responsible for feeding the horses if you'd like. So what do we have most of right now? We have a good number of thalers. I want to take... We have a lot of ammunition as well. I'm going to take their provision. So we got their food, and now we get to fight their people. Oh, this is going to be easy. They only have 2 infantry battalions by the looks of it. Where's the spit loading option? Oh, God. Oh, no. All right. So, we have a little bit of control of the camera here. We can zoom in a pretty decent degree when we go and angle it like that. Still getting used to a few of the controls, but it's pretty intuitive from if you know Total War. Now, everyone, I know what you're immediately thinking when you go down like this. Muskets are all on the right-hand shoulder, and is that not absolutely disgusting? Yes, it is. I did raise this issue to Griffin, and he said, "You fool, Brandon, the people are stupid. They don't know the difference. They won't care. You are petty and pedantic." And I cried, and I wept, and Griffin said, "You better not mention it when you play the game, or you know what happens." And I said, "Yes, sir, I'm so sorry." But I cannot stay silent. I must... I'm losing track of the narrative here. Anyways, yeah, it's a problem. It's not a big problem. We're going to move on from it. It's a common misconception, unfortunately. We're going to put our Ferdinand von Braunschweig on the back there. And my boys, are with General George's horsey McHorsefaces there. Now, as you'll see as well, we have the King's colors, and we have our regimental colors, the ones that we designed. Then, you zoom in over here, and we have, again, the regimental colors that we designed. And then we go over here, same thing. And what's more, look at this. They actually have the bagpipes. You can hear the sound of the bagpipes because we assigned it to them, right? You remember we gave them the bagpipers. And so when they event, you can actually hear the pipes. This is the most that I can zoom in on the models. I think they were talking about maybe allowing it to zoom in a little bit more. But I think this is actually... It's a pretty good distance because you can see, like, most of the detail. Alright, so we're going to have the 42 sort of go up in column there along the road. They march more quickly along the road and all that. And we're going to have the 33rd... Oopsie, that's the cavalry, not 33rd. We're going to have the 33rd advance in line up the center. And they don't have the bagpipes because we didn't give them the bagpipes. This feels like Empire Total War. Yeah, it's like Empire Total War, but with customization and more of like a roguelike kind of vibe to it. They aren't in step. Well, no, but they shouldn't be in like perfect step. You know, they're not robots. I actually really like how, like, most of the men will be in step, but it won't be perfect. We'll put them behind the house over there to give them a little bit of cover. What I really enjoy about this is if you look at, like, if you see the cover rating, right now it's marked as 20, hold on. 20, 21, 23. The cover isn't just like they're in cover or they're out of cover. It's a rating based on the environment that they are, based on like what we're around, you know? So like if we have them sit behind the bushes here, for example, I believe that should register it. Just want to make sure the enemy is not Yeah, they are coming up pretty quickly. So cover right now is 24, 25, 30, in fact. They're in really good cover because of those hedges. In fact, I might want to keep them behind those hedges. They're at a bit of a weird angle, but I like having them behind that angle, or behind those bushes, because it improves their cover rating dramatically. We can have them run. We can have them unfix or fix bayonets right over there. Which right now, yes, our bayonets are fixed, you can see. We can have them fire at will. We can have them go between volley fire and free fire, which is a really cool touch, because something that always really bothered me in like the Total War games is having to wait for all of your boys to be perfectly lined up before the having to wait for them to be like perfectly lined up before they would engage in like actually volley firing, which is really stupid. That is not a problem here. Oh, there we go. And so they open fire with their first volley, and now as one they will prime and load. Now, realistically, you could have 3 ranks firing, but only having the first 2 is fair, I think. You know, it is still a game. See, they took some casualties, but they're marching on, and they open fire with a volley of their own. But I don't suffer quite as many casualties because of that cover bonus. 37 cover, exactly. Now, that being said, I've already fired, 2 volleys? I want to keep up a more regular rate of fire, even if it's less independently effective now. So I'm going to have the men go to free fire. As they finish reloading, they're just going to be firing independently. Now, the Landwehr is coming in. I just want to charge them outright, I think. So we're just going to have the Highlanders pop out of the town here, with bayonets fixed in more of a column, which means that they're going to move a little bit more quickly, and they're just going to hit these boys before they even realize what's happening. And against Landwehr, I am outnumbered, but they're already winded. I should be pretty solid. And to help make sure that is the case, we're going to have the cavalry pop out as well. Are they running? Yes, they are running. Oh yeah, you see, my accuracy is way better than theirs, and I'm engaging them from inside cover. How are you boys doing? Oh yeah, morale here is doing fantastic. Oh, there's another thing. Okay, alright. There's something here that Griffin he explained to me like a couple days ago. Honestly, I think it's one of the coolest things about this game. You guys know, in fact, most of you, I'm sure, have seen me play Total War games before, Empire and Napoleon. One of the biggest things that I always complain about is how you can have like cavalry charge, and then just change your mind. Charge, and then change your mind. And it completely eradicates like the way that cavalry actually functioned in the 18th century. Because, you know, once you order the cavalry to charge, it's very hard to get a message back to them to get them to stop. So if you order them to ride for the guns, for example, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of enemies all around on either side of those cannon, you can't just have them stop and turn around. That's functionally not how anything works, right? Well, in this game, so look, as of right now, they're just moving under regular orders. I can do classic, like, Total War, you know, instant commands, not perfect, but it is a video game. But, let's say we order them to charge. Look at that meter right there. That's a charge meter. Once it reaches full, I can't just have... no, guys, go, recall, go back. I can't do it, though, because they're on the charge. I have to wait for it to go away, then I can sound the recall and have them go back. And that changes so much about how cavalry, like, functions. It's crazy. What's going on with you boys? I think they are... Yeah, they are exhausted and routing. Oh, no! Get out of there! Go! Charge the routing enemies. Oh, and with that, we have them retreat, and that's that. End the battle. What does Master Command offer that Empire's Total War doesn't? It's a very different kind of game. Rather than controlling an entire country, you're controlling a specific army. You're able to customize your units within them. And it's like you're guarding your individual army, you know, in like a more of a roguelike kind of fashion. Think of it more as a, like Empire's combat system mixed with, Mount and Blade's, campaign system. So, we captured some uniforms. We captured some muskets. Ooh, land pattern muskets. That's always good. We got some axes and some horses. And from there as well, we can ransom off our prisoners. We can conscript them into our army. Or we can exchange them for our own soldiers who were taken prisoner previously. So as of right now, we're doing pretty good on all of our stats. I want veterancy, which is experience, basically. Was I keeping track of the game's development, or did you learn of it more recently? I've been keeping track of it, not like religiously, but Griffin is a friend of mine, and so whenever he had something cool to show me, we'd hop onto a Discord chat, and he would sort of give me like little rundowns of status and whatnot. Alright, so, no one is yet ready to level up, I don't think. You can see here, much like, again, Mount and Blade, you can take recruits, you level them up, and they become infantry, highlanders, cavalry, whatever, and they're little miniature trees. Not crazy big, but, you know, you don't need an insane number of, like, unit types, I don't think. Okay, so we have upgraded muskets here. Land pattern muskets, as opposed to just, like... Oh, in fact, I thought it was going to be a slot here. If we swap out the kind of muskets... Like, say if we had a different kind, right? Say I got, like, Potsdam muskets or Charleville muskets. I could swap out the kind of musket that I want my boys to carry. The fact that this is not called a Brown Bess, if I remember right, that is thanks to me. Because I told him, hey, that was not actually, like, a period-appropriate term for, like, a technical term. Captured uniforms are just loot, so we'll keep those on the bottom. We have Holsteiner horses, upgraded horses. We can give to our cavalry. Makes them move more quickly and give them better morale. Is there a countercharge? Oh yeah, you can absolutely like order your men to charge against people who... Ooh, axes. I'm going to give these axes to my Highlanders because they improve the melee damage. But in order to give them another item, I have to buy another slot. So you see, where Total War, you just have generic units, one after another after another. Here, you actually have to like customize who your boys are, what they're doing, how they operate, right? It's a very different kind of game in that way. So, here's what I'm thinking is we're just going to follow the road, because that's a lot of just open field to get all the way there, but we have one fairly close here. There's a fort. I don't know what happens when you go to the fort. Let's find out. The enemy has left it unguarded, either by oversight or due to the swiftness of our advance. No troops are found within, nor is a single musket discharged. We've entered the works unopposed. Okay, yeah, let's just strip it for supplies. See, and now we have different kinds of muskets. Jon Kupig and Delft musket. Whatever those are. I'm not going to be using either of those because I have proper land pattern muskets. I'm not a barbarian. But now we can forge on. We'll cross over some countryside here. And you'll see as we march, our provisions go down, our money goes up, because as the British, we have tons of money. So, we come in here into town. We can hire officers from the noble estate. We can get equipment and trade. Oh, in fact, here I can trade my muskets in to get upgraded versions. We can also trade in those captured uniforms. So, that's going to give me 300 money. And if I want, I can buy Buck and Ball. Ooh. I actually really like that. As far as what it does. You can buy better cartridge pouches. You can buy a bag of grenades. Oh my. You can buy, all sorts of different equipment with which you use to upgrade your forces. Foundry, different kinds of cannon for your artillery. Barracks is where you recruit more actual soldiers. I'm going to get, an artillery unit. And just that for now. Oh, you can get different kinds of bayonets, different kinds of muskets. Oh, you can get better quality muskets. Again, like the real reason why you get this game is because of the customization. You make your army your own as opposed to just like a generic, presence on the field. Alright, so right now we have iron 3-pounders, which are kind of horrible, but we're a little broke right now, so I don't want to, like, invest too much in more stuff. But in fact, what we should do is issue more ammunition to our men, because we spent it in the battle, and also some reserves, although you'll see that 912 out of 1,000, 973 out of 1,000, we are short on men. I don't think you can buy more men outright. Not here, at least. Not like this. Let's see here. Charge and accuracy, reload and move speed. I wonder if I can... I'm gonna buy that, because I want to give that at least to the 33rd. I wonder if I can give it to the artillery. I can! So I can make the artillery reload that much more quickly. In fact... yeah, I like that. Accuracy and reload. I'm gonna stick with that with where we are with everything. Okay, so when I'm satisfied that I've done all... Oh, I can! Here, I can buy 97, and oh, yeah, in fact, there you go, Griffin. You just mentioned it to me when I saw it. So I can spend more thalers to get more reserves, and I can issue them through, and I have a few left over. Alright, so I'm pretty satisfied with where I am. Ooh, what's that? I just realized that there's... Local resistance. Oh, means that reserves are more expensive. And empty stores mean there's fewer items. Okay, so every place has their own modifiers as well. Let's shoot on down on this outpost over here. It's a really cool concept, just controlling a single army. I think it is too. I think it's very unique. Word of your arrival has traveled swiftly, and a crowd of eager young men has gathered at the outposts seeking... Oh, well, after I spent all that money to get more reservists, but... oh well. So you see as well here, if we already have uniforms for them, we can just make a new regiment out of these recruits. But for now, we'll just have them in the reserve. Let's travel along the road, because it's faster. In fact, let's stop here at the mountainside, because we're pretty good on all of our supplies. Let's just drill our men for a little while. So we're going to set up in the camp, and we're going to push them up a little bit. Let's go down to 500 ammunition. One more. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. And now, ooh, look at that. He's at level 2. Oh, I need one more in order to make him a veteran unit of foot. Alright, the others are not yet ready for upgrade either. But I've drilled up the men a little bit. Oh, another encampment. Let's go there. See what's going on. Is there a scenario or level creator? I'm not sure. That's a good question for Mr. Griffy Boy. My favorite YouTuber playing the favorite game. Sorry, I'm not sickened at your statement. I'm delighted by your statement. I'm just independently sick. Although, it can't be your favorite game if it isn't out yet. You gotta wishlist it on Steam. It'll be out later this month. Enemy camp lies ahead. Dimly lit tents, guards posted, a swift assault on a cover of darkness. Alright, so we can either do a raid, or we can fight them as a full army. Let's try for the raid. And it succeeds! I actually really like this, like, simplistic art style. This might be a placeholder, but I quite like it. Alright, so we just got a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, including more muskets. Fantastic. We will sell those the next time we're in a city. I don't want to have to go back to that other city, but we'll push on. All right, here's a little town. Empty stores, again. So, see, this is a town. So, oh, whoopsie. This was a city. It had a lot of different things available. This is only a small town. There are less possibilities for, like, what you can do here. But we can still sell off these surplus muskets. And if I go to the town square, there are still things I can buy. Ooh, pocket Bibles. Cheese rations. More reload and move speed. Ooh. Alcohol and... yeah, we have enough for that. So, I have these more, I'm gonna now give the beer rations to my Highlander. Oh, can I not do the Highlander? Oh, I can't because it's the same type of item here. Okay. So, I am gonna give that to them. Meanwhile, I can't... okay, so because this is coffee rations and that's tea rations, I can't double up on coffee and tea. Which, you know what? Fair. It's unfortunate because of what I wanted to do, but I guess it's better that I can't game the system and just like stack infinite modifiers on top of one another. We'll give that to them for the move speed. Actually, no, let's do that instead. And we'll just have the tea ready for whenever we have our next set of people. Alright. So far, we've gotten pretty lucky with not running against, like, a lot of enemies. We'll go to the slums here. Oh, can we get there before the enemy? No, he hits us. Sketches are going to get replaced on release. Okay, cool. Alright, so these boys outnumber me very nearly 2-to-1. But I think I've got it, because I have well-upgraded soldiers. I have the dash and zeal and the alacrity of the British Army. I think I'm going to do just fine. Alright. Let's see what we're going up against here. They have a very strong center, but, ooh, you know what? Freikorps, recruits. Oh, this is pathetic. Oh, this is just a bunch of recruits. These guys are nothing. Okay, alright, I've got this. I've so got this. I've actually not played with artillery before. This is new to me. If we set them up, like, right here, will they be in range from the start? Not quite from the start, but they will be before all too long. Let's actually put the artillery, like, way back here. And now, when I get to show you something about the artillery, though, because I have gone against the artillery, so I know basically how they function. There's some really cool stuff about them. Let's put it to where a lot of those boys are going to be in that cover there. Have the 44th be in the rear. And we'll keep the cavalry off to the side. Is this game any specific conflict, or is it all history? It is... horrible cough. It is, sort of like a generic version of the 7 Years' War. It's not literal 7 Years' War, but it's the exact same setting. But it's, like, generalized. Which allows for a little bit more freedom, because, like, I'm fighting the Prussians right now, which, obviously, the British and the Prussians were allied in the real 7 Years' War. So I think that's fair. Sort of like how Napoleon's Total War is the Napoleonic era, but, like, as Britain, if you really want to, you can try to ally with France and, like, attack Russia together. Sort of like that. Alright. Let's see when my artillery comes into range, so we can limber and unlimber. Ooh, round shot and canister shot, which is always fun. Now, when the artillery comes into range, we can increase our speed here to get them a little bit closer up. Ooh, I'm already in their range. You will see that... Oh, they're in range over there. Let's see here if I can show you what I mean. I want them to go against that. Oh, so they actually will advance a little bit to get themselves in range. Even while unlimbered, they can advance, which is very good, because they should be able to. They just roll up. So you'll see now, when our wing 22 pounds, well, thank you! Don't kneel over in front. Hey, I'm having a good time. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much, sir. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Alright, come on. I just want to show off when is the unit going to fire. They're still reloading. Come on, boys. Finish up. Finish the reload. Alright, they're going to start shooting. Scroll back up here. The cannon shots bounce. They actually skip through the field as they ought to, which is a delight. I don't think I hit one. Oh, I didn't realize how much of a bloodstain you actually got in this game. Yeah, the artillery actually skips as it should, which is fantastic. Oh, alright, hey, the boys are there. let's rush ourselves up. Let's rush the cavalry behind this, like, little bit of a hill there. Ooh! Oh, yikes. That is brutal stuff. Ouch. Alright, my cavalry is getting shot at. I don't like that. Come on, boys. Get into place. Get into place. Fire a volley, and then I'm gonna put you onto auto fire. Alright. Good enough? Actually, you know what? Now charge. Come on, gallant 43! Go get him! No bite, spit, tap, reload. No. No, they know what they're doing on this. Alright, so we fired one volley. I think we fired 2 or 3, in fact. See if we can get another one before they get to us, because it looks like they're closing in for bayonets, which is not a good move on their part, but that's what they're doing. Let's redirect the artillery. Oh, no, they're just closing in for a more effective volley. I'm pretty sure they do get more effective the closer you get. Alright. Let's put them onto... There we go. Another volley. Now we'll put them onto free fire. Carry on with you boys. Let you all keep doing that. Oh, and now the cavalry will have you charge in. Remember that bar goes all the way up to the top. And now they are committed to their charge. You're right, yes, let's use canister. Of course. Oh, they are in range for canister. Oh, beautiful. Come on, do it. Do it. Let them have it. Although our boys... Alright, we'll continue running them down. Our boys are going into melee, so they may not want to shoot canister into them. How about this? Fire canister into that unit, and we'll move our infantry back a little bit. Oh, I didn't see the effect, but they did fire it. It seemed like it had a pretty good effect, because it made them all run away. Let's see here. I'm not sure if they will shoot into their own melee. It's like there's a lot of enemies exposed, but obviously their buddies are right there too. Let's have you guys pull back a little bit. Pies are waffles. Oh, hold on, wait, hold on. I hear the canister shot going. I'm not seeing it having any effect. Oh, my cavalry ran away. Did they come back? Oh no, they had more units. Oh, they had cavalry. Oh god, they have cavalry. Hold on, wait, please hold. I will read that message soon. Let's pull you guys back a little bit. Have the artillery completely reposition. I forgot that they had cavalry. And then we're going to put you guys onto volley fire. We'll put you guys back onto volley fire. Tab will reopen that window. Okay, cool. All right, Packers and Waffles, $17.54. I see what you did there. I'm one of the lead play testers. We're taking bets, not real money, just jokes, to see how good you will do. You better win. Oh boy. Well, now if I win, I do get I get in on that, on the money, right? Well, hold on, actually. Now hold on. If there are bets, what if I throw? I could just throw. Like, what? How much money are we talking here? I know, not real money, but like, come on, we can make it interesting. We can have a fun time here, right? Let's increase our speed a little bit. And Francisco, my goodness me, one person gives a super chat, and the floodgates just open. I love to see it, gotta say. As someone who recently had the flu, here's my contribution to help you buy some nice ginger, honey, and lemon. Yeah. You want to know the real insult to the injury here? Is that, I was at Walgreens the other day, and I, like, felt myself starting to get the cough. And the missus suggested, like, oh, hey, why don't you get some cough drops? I'm like, I'll be fine. I don't need any, I don't think. And then I needed them. I haven't seen any good hits, although, dear lord, it makes them run away pretty quickly, which is a delight. Alright, let's go back over to round shot and have them pepper against the distant enemies there. Oh boy. I want to keep you guys in positions. I like where you are, but, oh good, alright. dedicated infantry will destroy cavalry when they're hit like that. Am I still in America? Oh, yes. Yes, I most unfortunately am. Oh, hello. Canister shot. Come on, guys. Load on really quick. Hit them while they're in range. We don't do individual streaks of gunfire, so when it's canister fires, it's not really visible, but you can hear it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That makes sense. It's probably pretty difficult to do something like that. And actually, you know what? You shouldn't actually see it. No, you're right. You shouldn't be able to see the canister shot like you might a full, like, ball. I actually really like that. I respect that. I prefer not being able to see the rounds. Oh, beautiful. Now, oh, look. They're coming in for another advance? Oh, and so are those boys. Is there a minimum range for the artillery? There's definitely a maximum range, but I mean, presumably the minimum just, you know, up until you get into bayonet contact with them, right? Alright. Oh, yeah. You can see there's a good chunk of men just fell, I'm pretty sure, from canister shot. Hi, Brandon. Hello, lucky number. Whoa! Alright. A full volley against artillery is not a good thing. That is understood, and I should have taken that into more consideration. Oh, I don't have to have them run? Free fire! Pour it into him, boys! Pour it into him! Free fire for you guys as well, because some of you are in range, right? Maybe not, technically. You know what? We're gonna actually keep them the way that they are. What's going on with that? Are you guys tired? They are exhausted, so we're just gonna actually have them keep firing rather than try to have them push in. And then we will have you boys wheel to the left along the road. Do I like puppies? Well, yes. Where's the cavalry? They went on a trip. Don't worry about them. They're fine. There we go. And we've had them rout. The cavalry, they're fine now. In fact, they're right here. See? Just ignore that. They're fine. Alright, now we got some boys leveling up. There we go. Oh, we've captured their colors, which is always a delight. Captured 2 regimental flags, which is lovely to see. And we are now level 3 here, which means we can upgrade them to veteran foot. Improves their reload speed, improves their accuracy, and gives them little flowers in their hat, which is delightful. Oh no! I died! Oh no, you're right! That's so sad. I have to go and recruit another me. Alright, we are back up to full strength then. Overall, our run is doing wonderfully right now. We have tea for everyone. We have horses for the only boys that they're applicable for. Alright, let's get down here, see what we can do. Yeah, the officer dies. It's cool, but yeah, because now it's like my named character is dead. So, ooh, all right. So we can sell off our prizes. Although the game does it does kind of shame you for doing so. It says some see dishonor in trading this, but others will see profit. And then, ooh, look at that. I can get breastplates for my cavalry. It'll slow them down, but it'll make them much more resilient, of course. Frisian horses, broadswords. I'm good with everything for the cavalry right now. See what we've got here. Ooh, gunner's implements. Yes, we'll do that. Oh, that's actually for the infantry. Okay, tompions and whatnot. Oh, in fact, tompions are right there. Very cool, very cool. Canteens. You know what? Let's get canteens for these Scots. Improve their stamina a little bit. Ooh, and blanket rolls. That'd be awesome for the Scots. Cool, cool, cool. That being said, however, I realized that I should probably... Oh, I have just enough. 405. So now I can get another brigade, which means that I can start recruiting more units and have a larger army. Good, 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 good. Let's go down to the Scots, and we're going to give them that. Oh, I can't give them because... so that gives us faster reload. I actually want to keep them with where we are. What about... That gives... I don't have enough. I don't have enough to increase their slots for it. You know what? Actually, blanket rolls for the cavalry will probably be pretty good. And we'll give these boys the gunner's implements. Oh, it's for the artillery as well. Keeps artillery crews working faster under pressure. All right, very good, very good. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, swabbing, loading, venting. I don't know why I looked at that and I saw infantry, like regular. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I'm sick. That's my excuse. Kaiser waffles, $5. Thank you. Now you say that it says noob though, but I won. I did well. How could what? That's not nice. Ooh, I'm suffering attrition because I'm going through the marshy area there, and I cannot help the sutler. Oh god. Nope, I am not. My morale is not in a good place. I don't want to fight you right now. You're a big army. Get up on out of there. Alright. Why am I playing on hard? Because I'm a good gamer. I know what I'm doing. Alright, we could probably use some more ammunition by the next time. Our scouts came upon a lone campfire by the roadside where an older man sat in quiet contemplation. His coat is worn, yet the cut marks him as once belonging to the staff of a great army. Ooh, I can just recruit him. I'll just pay him to join as opposed to take the risk. He's a chaplain? What? I wasn't expecting the grizzled old veteran to be a chaplain. Alright, so now with him, where do we put him? Do we put him with an individual battalion? Staff officers deliver fire and comfort in equal measure. His sermons can steal wavering hearts and calm. Casualties restored a morale plus 12. Heckin' Poggerinos, as the kids would say. OH with €2. All the playtesters. Oh, well, thank you. They're all rooting for me. Where do we put the staff officer? Oh, it is, okay, it is attached to... Oh, I just already have a staff officer. Okay, that makes sense. I want to put him with the Scots. So that is casualties restored 30% of morale plus 12. Oh, yeah. You, sir, are gonna go with the 42nd. Keep them brave, keep them, charging. Fantastic. Alright. They gave you the game for free and they're paying you. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a pretty great combo. Will help to buy some drops. Families wait in doorways with empty kettles, small coin knotted in cloth. Elders offer good thalers for any provisions we can spare. Ooh, I can make a good amount of money. I'm actually pretty good on provisions, so if I'm part of the Junkers, I can just teach them how to grow potatoes. That's delightful. We're still pretty good on rations. That way we have more money, and we just buy more here. Gonna go to Spandau. Replenish manpower? We're great on manpower. We got 1,200 reservists. We're gonna buy some more food. And we're gonna buy some more ammunition. We'll keep him. Keep all of our stuff. Right, we do need another officer, but I don't have any more money. I forgot about that. Haha. We move on. We forge on. Let's go to this fort. See what's going on here. Oh, hello. This is a much larger army, but they have no cavalry by the looks of it. Recruits, recruits, recruits. Only one actual units of Fusiliers. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Just a bunch of randos is all this is. Nothing I can't handle, and handle quite readily. All right, my chat is currently 90% playtesters. Seems like it. All right. Once again, we're gonna put the 33rd off to the right, more in an open field. We'll have the Highlanders in a column. I should put them along the road here. Make them a little easier to advance. You can actually see that you can just auto-select here what formations you want your boys to be in. I just prefer selecting it myself. General will keep back there. Cavalry, who is now leaderless. It's very sad. The artillery... Hold on. Limbered up? Unlimbered. Okay, very good. We'll put right there. This is gonna be easy, you said before dying in the last battle. Nah. We are doing pretty heckin' fantastic so far, I believe. Let's position them a little bit to where... Alright, a little bit of cover, although we don't need too much cover. I cannot express how much I hate seeing men advance at the shoulder on the right shoulder. But other than that, it looks good. Just like, you can see how unnatural that looks though, right? Like how painful that would be to carry the musket like that. Other than that, it looks pretty good. If you look at it from the rear, we can pretend that these men are at the advance and not the shoulder. And then it looks better. Alright, boys. Almost in artillery range. You see the enemy there, through your name tag. They're advancing. Are you ready, boys? Yeah! None of the chat believes in me, but the artillery believes in me. We shall thrash them very thoroughly. Yeah, see, like, these are their only regulars. And they're advancing... Oh, right into the gunfire. Beautiful. And look at that as well. See, the artillery rounds then skipped back, and I don't know if I actually hit any of these boys. But theoretically, I could. Alright, I did not hit any of them. But I can. And I probably will in future rounds. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna let these guys get nice and close, and then I'm gonna charge them with the 43 while hitting them from the side with the 33rd. Weak. You see, they have their skirmishers advancing independently, but oh boy, look at all these juicy conscripts. See, there we go. I got a couple on that one. So the initial artillery round hits their target, and then it keeps on bouncing behind and hits a few others. Oh, beautiful, beautiful! Look at that! All lined up nice and neat for me. Have the 43 advance beyond. Have them fire off one more round shot. Then we'll have them switch to canister. We'll have them fire a canister, and then we're going to charge. Actually, they might... Yeah, they're getting ready to position themselves, so we're just going to have them charge outright. We'll have the artillery focus down on further away enemies. Look, they're totally out of position. Yeah, we're gonna so get them. Not even close. Oh, and they're all lined up still. Beautiful. Hit him from the rear. Charge! Boom. Wonderful. Now, unfortunately, they are going to be retreating into their own boys there, so I cannot follow up too much. Nope. Cavalry recall. Cavalry recall. Get yourselves out of there. Trample over those fields. I'm sure that'll ingratiate ourselves to the locals. We are still ready to receive the enemy there. Come on, guys. Reform the line. Reform your ranks. Ooh, that was a bad artillery hit that I just suffered. In fact, yeah, they don't have any cavalry. Let's, oh, cavalry is only ever flexible. Can I move them into a column? I can. Move them over to free fire. Regulars are back. Ooh. They're gonna be running up against, yeah, they're exhausted, so they're in a bad place. Oh, no. I didn't realize how tired they were. Oh, no. Oh, my poor cavalry. Go, 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 guys! Get through the building! Go, go, go! Can you play as a German? Yes. So there are 5 factions, I think. There's British, French, Russians, Austrians, Prussians. So all the standards, really. They are in canister range. Oh, what a delight. No. Go over to free fire. There you go. I love the look of the smoke and the actual gunfire. It's really satisfying. Okay. They eventually made it out. Oh god, they're actually being charged by the infantry. Weird, that's not good. Go, cavalry! Get out of there! Get out of there, cavalry! Good afternoon to you as well, Murdoch. Sorry, everyone, I feel like I'm not interacting with chat all too much, but, this is the beginning of this game out. The game is not yet out, so this is a, Oh, these poor cavalrymen are so utterly exhausted. Thankfully, the infantry that they're running away from are also pretty tired. This is a early sort of beta version of the game. It's not yet fully finished. It will be released later this month. Why am I exchanging fire with a bunch of recruits? What am I doing? Charge. Sweep them from the field. Yeah, these are the guys to exchange fire. There we go. Alright, we are finally free of those guys by the looks of it. So let's have them... Ooh, they're really not, actually. Oh, God. Yeah, horses get really tired, as it turns out. Who'd have thunk it, huh? You know, actually, carry on with that charge. Keep up the charge. Keep firing into them. They're routing, they're exhausted. Let's have the infantry just start advancing across the field. Alright, the cavalry will reach the artillery. And they only have 1 unit of infantry left. Alright, so we should be good for this. Oh, nope, because the artillery just hit the cavalry. Yeah, I don't know why I had the cavalry charging when they were so slow and in column, and artillery has canister shot. That was a dumb idea. Oh boy. Yep, you see, that was bad. I couldn't have the infantry double around because they were in the middle of their charge, basically. And a single volley completely did them in. And I can't really blame them for that. Alright. Sometimes I find myself applying Total War logic to these games, whereas realistically I have to apply more actual real-life logic. Yeah, the game can be quite punishing for mistakes, but you know what? It should be. I put my Highlanders in a really bad position. I ordered them to just chase after, and I completely neglected them afterwards. So it's like, you know what? That was a really bad position that I put them into, and I should pay the price for that. But now we shall put an end to their impudence. Oh, Kaiser, thank you again. Thank you again for your generosity. That's very much appreciated. $5. Have you not learned from the charge of the Light Brigade? Well, one might say that, it's more poetic this way, right? Routing and exhausted, routing and exhausted. I think it's just the artillery, actually, that's left. Alright. Now, we shall charge their artillery. It is, you're not gonna write any poems about Highlanders that just, like, won a standard battle, would you? But no, the gallant Highlanders who charged out and ultimately, there we go. You know, got outflanked and mowed down with a single sharp volley. Like, that's a story, is what that is. Yeah, that too, Viking. Charge the Light Brigade hasn't even happened yet. How am I supposed to learn anything from it, huh? It's good to see another okay player before I get a crack at it. It gives me hope. I am far more than an okay player, but I see your point. Give ourselves more experience. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now... Oh, I didn't realize you could put guys in reserve as well. That's pretty good. Now we can upgrade you boys to Highlander Grenadiers. Makes them a little chunkier. Slower reload, but they're tough boys now. Which is what we like to see. Socket mates 5-5. Light socket 8-4. Ooh. I'm gonna keep them with what they've got now, I think. I'll give you guys the lighter ones. Buckshot. You know what, actually? I like the idea of giving these guys the buckshot because, they're gonna be closing into the enemies anyways. Surgeon. I should probably give you guys the surgeon. With how I've been treating the cavalry, I should probably give the cavalry the surgeon. And we got another set of colors that we've captured. We could always sell off for a good little prize. All right. Oh, what was the achievement? I didn't notice it. Oh, and ammunition we have to replenish as well. What is that? That's the yellow bar. Okay, good. Buckshot is a beast. Yeah, Buckshot really is. Buckshot is pretty crazy. It might... I feel like that might be a little bit much as far as, like, how much it increases the accuracy. It might be better to lower accuracy a little bit there and, like, maybe just add a little bit of extra damage or something that it does. I feel like that's a little bit heavy-handed, but for now, I'll take advantage of it. Another abandoned fort. Ooh. Enemy HQ delayed by a week. Oh, right, because we have to, we have a certain amount of time that we have to actually do this. Let's garrison the fort. Get a new unit for ourselves. Tula muskets for Russian muskets then. Cool. And now we have some Highlanders that we can put over there. Ooh, in fact, let's have an entire Highlander brigade. We just have to get some officers. So these will be our, like, further range boys, and this is going to be our ranged boy. Or this is going to be our ranged boys, and this will be our melee boys in 2 brigades. Oh, that's good. Oh, the artillery can be upgraded. Good call. Good call. Upgrade them to field artillery. And I feel like the distinction there is a little bit, like, arbitrary, like, what, battalion artillery and field artillery? Whatever, but that's fine. It is a game. And we still need, yeah, we need 3 and 4, based on to upgrade them here. Ooh, dragoons and light dragoons. Very good. All right, let's go to the herd here. We have to secure 2 more settlements, and then we can go and engage the enemy there for the last bit. A towering hound emerged from the woods. Oh, by all accounts, a Great Dane! Oh my god. We got a Great Dane. That is wonderful. Can I give the Great Dane to a specific... I can. Alright, boys. Which one's gonna get the, who's gonna get the Great Dane? The 33rd? The 42nd? Whom... Yes, I can't afford another spot. Or to the new Highlanders. Or the artillery. Who are we gonna give the Great Dane to? In the meanwhile, I'm gonna customize these boys. Ooh, I actually really like that. Pretty heckin' metal right there. Let's have some fun with these guys. I like the purple on black. It's kind of Celtic looking. Very German, very Russian. Oh my, you can go very Russian with it. Welsh. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of people saying, give the Great Danes to the Highlanders. Which I think is fair. I kind of like that. How simple it is. I like that. Make these guys the 92nd. Cool. Will do. They haven't really earned anything yet, though. I'm gonna give the 43 the Great Dane. My god, these people are just... They're beasts is what they are. That's extraordinary. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I don't believe that oh boy, get to the town, Hoo-hoo, alright. I don't believe that oh, we don't have a noble's place to recruit another, There's actually much that we really can do here. Not much that we can do, rather. What am I doing? Ah, wait, where am I going? Leave town. Okay, there we go. I got a little lost in the menus there. Yeah, not much I can do there. I don't want to fight these boys. There's a lot of them, and I'm still sort of, like, restoring myself. What is the green bar? Is that morale? I have maximum manpower for everything, so it's not manpower. Run for the outpost! 42nd of the spoiled boys of the army, they really are. Let's go for... Oh, they're low on ammunition. Alright, well, we'll give them plenty of ammunition. Oh god, they were overrun all the same. Okay, that didn't really work out. Alright, let's see if we can continue running away from these boys a little bit. Go up to that fort. Oh, I have to lay siege to it. Okay, alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill these boys, then we're gonna lay siege to the fort. I have no officers, and they have 3 officers. That's not even fair. It takes time for the manpower to fill the army back up. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. I think you're right. Very good. Alright. Alright then. Yeah, I should focus on making larger battalions, more so than buying upgrades for them, I think, for a little while. Alright, the 92nd Highlanders, they're just like standard infantry. They don't have anything special about them, so I'm gonna have them actually stand more with the 33rd than with their own brigade mates. Set up 2 divisions like so. We'll have these boys go a little bit more in the back, as usual. Have the cavalry go off to the side here. Artillery, we will put... Oh, now it's field artillery. It means they have more guns. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. We're going to have to think about this one a little bit more than the other battle. We'll let them come to me again. You completed your Siege 2 fort by just opening up the menu for the... Oh, alright, well that is a good catch. See, that is something that we will bring to Griffin's attention. I don't like how you don't give respect to Prussia in your video. They're superior to Britain in what? What? In what way? They had a single general that did, like, somewhat decently in a single war. That's what Prussia has. Alright. Freikorps. Ooh, they have a unique instrument, by the sounds of it. Freikorps. Recruits. Okay, that's a strong center. But then otherwise recruits and more... Okay, and then some actual musketeers. Okay, so they have a strong center and some boys on the right-hand side there. That's really about it, though. Alright. Alright, I'm really glad that we have the 42nd on. Good. We'll hit them with that. As soon as they're in range, we're gonna hit their artillery with our artillery. Oh, although maybe it won't let me do so. It seems like battery fire is not a thing that I can do. Or it's like counter battery fire. Oh, wait, there it is. Now it's not letting me target. Maybe the entire unit needs to be within the range before it'll let me. I'm not sure. That might just be a little bit of a bug. Oh. Alright. You guys, good. Calm down there. Push up like that. Alright. Let's have you guys run up a little bit. We'll fire a volley with the 42nd, and then we'll do a bayonet charge. Unless you manage to overrun the artillery with the cavalry, you're as good as dead. Oh, I disagree. I disagree with your assessment. They have a lot of recruits, is the thing. They have a lot of militia, which is not going to service them well. Although, yeah, that is a lot of artillery. Well, I do have the cavalry, so let's begin that process now. Probably should have actually started moving them off towards the flank a lot earlier, but it is what it is. Free fire. Keep you up with volleys for now. They have fired a volley, and now they shall charge! Canister shot. Get them against those recruits. Have you guys fall back a little bit. Oh, look at that. They're already done. Carry on the charge. Carry on the charge. They have some recruits coming up there to meet them, but we'll outrun them, I think. Yeah, look at that. Canister shot is a beautiful thing, my friends. A beautiful thing. Carry on that charge, in fact. You boys will wheel to the left. Switch to the buck. Oh, do I have to... Oh, look at that! Okay, that is good to see. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Alright. Form up like that. Although they have to calm down from their charge before I can give them new orders. Ooh, in fact, they are... No, actually, carry on with the charge, because we have to stay close to their boys. Otherwise, they're going to hit me hard with their artillery. Alright, good. They're good for the charge now. Swap you boys to that. Yeah, see, like, these guys are still getting in position, but because they're on free fire, these guys are shooting because they're available to. These other ones are reloading. Which is so much better than the Total War system. It's like, it's worlds better than the Total War system. Alright, we have to keep, like, right on top of them, because if these guys get a clear shot, they're gonna just completely destroy the 43 again. Oh boy, I am not liking how those guys are restored already, and I'm running right into them. Naval Air Forces, $5, thank you very much. Napoleon Total War 1v1 against the viewers? Oh, I've done that many, many, many times. And I'm sure I will again in future. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I've done many such streams. Oh god, alright, they've got their clear shot against me now. Alright, there's no choice. Charge in. Charge in to take him out. Man, cavalry gets exhausted really quickly. I mean, and they should, to be fair. They should. Cavalry are a very delicate tool, and Total War has completely, spoiled me as to their use. Completely spoiled. No, no, no! Get out of there! There you go. So they're going to commit to the charge, and there they go. So I have to get more used to how cavalry works in a game that actually treats cavalry in a way that makes sense. Which is just not something that I'm used to playing. Alright, they are back in the action. Cavalry is exhausted still, but we'll have them continue chasing them down. Charging the guns has never gone wrong. No, yeah, never. It's always a great plan. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get out of there. Get up on out of there, boys. Oh, no, 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 no. Shoot. Don't charge them. Shoot them. You guys have buck and ball. Make it happen. Make it count. Right into him, boys. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Cut him down. And a lot of you have fired. Now charge them. Have you guys advanced? Have I seen Lines of Battle? I have not. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I'm not familiar with it, no. Where do I find the streams? Most of the streams I don't have on my channel because they've been like so... They used to be such a common feature. I used to have a lot of them on my Patreon as like an exclusive thing, although I'm kind of moving away from that now. There we go. Have them keep chasing down the Freikorps. Alright, these guys... Yeah, they're not gonna stand against them. Move up the Highlanders. Are they reloading? Yeah, they are. Okay. I've suffered a lot of casualties, but I have swept these boys away. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. What happened to the Assassin's Creed 3 playthrough? That is now on Patreon. That was ages ago. I should replay one of the Assassin's Creed games. It's been a long while, and I've learned a great deal more since then, so I have so many more complaints to offer. I should play one of the other ones. Like that French Revolution one, maybe I'll do that on live stream one of these days. So many games to live stream. We are a bit low on manpower, and we did just spend a lot. Let's conscript those boys into our ranks, which isn't really something that the British Army did. That was more of a German thing, but that's alright. Beautiful. So other than the fact that I have no officers, things are going pretty well for me right now. I've got more prizes, I've got more special horsey boys, entrenching tools. Ooh, which gives more of a cover bonus. Perfect for the 33rd. Better ramrods. A go. Yes. Half gators, more move speed. Let's give that to the 92nd. Let's make the 92nd, like, super fast. More stamina. We should give that to... Oh, that obviously that's going to be for cavalry only, not for infantry only, not cavalry. That's the same kind, okay. Give that to those boys. Okay, alright. Got quite a happy little brigade going. So now we will actually entrench the fort. It's now ringed on every side, weather found bare, about works, our lines are rich. We may maintain the investment and let hunger do its work, or batter the selected points. Oh, well, obviously we're going to breach the walls. Darn. Continue the siege. Bombard it again. There we go. A practicable gap has opened in the curtain. Oh, yes. Assault after a lengthy bombardment? Yes. They've sallied out! They're gonna try and spike our guns. Attack them. Into the breach! That's right. That's right. We have done it. These are all useless to me, because I want to keep my stuff with British firearms. But we can sell them. Ooh, and now look at this. I like the roast beef of Old England. Naturally. Alright, we need to get one more settlement, and then we need to actually just take over their main encampment. Let's see. Being Master Command going well? It's going quite well, yes. Where is the other one that we... Oh, okay. We haven't discovered it yet. Duh. No, go away! I just want to do the objectives! Alright. After you've been... Recruits, and some field artillery. Alright, we can do this quickly. We can throw these boys aside rather easily, I think. Put the artillery here, we'll move them up on top of the hill. 33rd, 42nd, put over here. Cavalry will put alongside them. Alright. There we go. Ooh, our 42nd are on like half strength right now. I've been relying on them like a bit too heavily, I think. We'll try and keep these boys more at a distance as we slaughter them. Likewise, we only have 400 cavalry. Let's walk them out way off in the distance to hopefully get up a good charge for the artillery, the enemy guns. that. Yikes. Alright, once these boys are unlimbered... Oh, nope, wrong one. Unlimber. I love the fact that they unlimber quite quickly as well, because in the Total War games, it's insane how slow they are. Like, modern ceremonial artillery will unlimber from their horses way faster than these supposed professionals. Ooh, alright, yikes, their artillery is hitting me, like, really hard. Not much I can do about it, but I should hopefully be able to get through their infantry pretty handily. And it looks like they're going to give me a pretty good open spot to charge their guns with the cavalry. Better cannon. Yeah, these are only 3-pounders, so they're kind of pathetic. I should upgrade them to heavier pieces before, Yeah, I'll see after upgrading my artillery before going in for the final battle. Oh, I got cavalry carbines. Oh, I didn't notice that. That is a good catch. I will be sure to do so. What are we fighting? So, JJ Ham, this is 7 Years' War. Oh. What's hitting the cavalry? Were they getting shot? Oh, it's the artillery that turned against them. Alright, boys. It's now or never. Go. Oh, they're already retreating. Why are they retreating? Just because the artillery got him a few times? I'm not sure what caused the cavalry to retreat there. It seems like it was a little bit soon. Okay, canister shot. We'll have it go against them. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with their artillery. Have you boys pop around. There we go. Easy. Easy squeezy. Kennedy, hello! With $5, very generous of you, and yes, the menthol cough drop, I will do so. Thank you very much for your generosity, it's much appreciated. Nice to hear from you. Get him. Close on in. Come on, guys, you're using, buck and ball. You don't need to rely on volley fire. Just shoot them as you reload. It just so happens that they are all reloaded. They are all unloaded, rather. Oh, boys. Please reload. Please reload. Oh, alright, that'll do it. Man, canister shot is brutal. Who'd have thunk? Oh. They're on free fire there. But the enemy is out of range. Alright, well, that works out pretty perfectly. It's over here that the enemy still stands. Alright. I think there will be some cough drops in my future. Hopefully by the time in the next live stream, I will be feeling healthier again. There is so much work that I have to get done, and being ill does not help with that. Alright, charge! Alright, come on. Hit them before they hit you. Hit them before they hit you. There we go. That did it. Boom. Instant shatter. As they must. As they should. Oh, what? That is the beta test, ladies and gentlemen. All the horsies just kinda... There we go. Now get them again! A little silly there. Oh my goodness me. Alright. Some good old loot. Victory at Lubin. Or captured stuff. Let's give ourselves the experience. See if we can upgrade some of our boys. Alright, let's see about giving that, those cavalry carbines, like you said. Tula muskets. Tula muskets. Aha! Charleville carbines! Good catch, good catch. Large haversacks will give more morale. Let's give that to the 92nd. Colors we can sort down there. Holsteiner horses we have multiple of. All the rest is not anything that I really need to worry about. Okay, so we are out of manpower entirely, and we are very low on ammunition. We have to correct that. A herd of deer has been sighted. Ooh. Let's take the pelts because I can sell that. Because I'm fine on food. Provisions, I'm doing just fine. You don't capture their cannon when you shed our artillery units. Yeah, maybe that is something that should be added. The, like, at least, maybe not like an absolute chance of taking it, but like an improved odds of, capturing the guns. That could be pretty good. Alright, right. First things first. We need boys. A whole bunch of them. Will that put us up to... Yes, that does put us up to maximum. We need ammunition. A whole lot of it. Ooh, although... You know what, as of right now, we do have maximum ammunition. I want to get another unit of... infantry, I think. Brunswicker Musketeers. Sounds good. Because, yeah, I was going to say, I want to be able to fill out our ranged unit here a little bit better. I don't want to take anything away from anyone else, as far as equipment goes. Ooh, we could sell off our... Here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, we can sell off all this stuff. We might even... Can I shift-click? Control-click? Alt-click? No, looks like I do have to drag. A little clumsy there. Right. I haven't been selling things properly. Oh, that puts us up to a beautiful amount. And I'm going to go ahead and recruit 2 more infantry. Awesome. And I'm just short of enough thalers to... I feel like this should be more of like a sliding scale. Like I can select how much ammunition I want to buy for what price. Because it's like I'm only 6 short of thalers. It's like I don't need it to be like all... Oh, right click. Okay. Yeah, that'd probably do it. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. Here we go. Now we've got plenty of boys to throw at the enemy. Still decent enough on ammunition with a very light bit of reserve. We have enough food, at least. How many does that give us altogether? 6,700 against 14,000. Oh. Let's go for it. Let's do it. We have enough ammunition. All of our boys, yeah, have complete ammunition. They're all full up on everything else. Can I upgrade any of them? I cannot. If I wasn't live streaming, I would say I should double back around and like explore the top half of the map here. Get some more equipment for my new boys. Maybe even get a 3rd battalion. Get some more experience and everything. but I am not going to be streaming for all too much longer, so better to close in for the final objective. Oh god, there are 2 of them. Let's see if I can take out the one before I have to worry about the other. Because this is like their headquarters. Alright, that's a lot. Oh, they don't have any artillery. Oh no, they have 1 unit of artillery. 2 units of artillery. Okay. That's not too bad. Apollo was saying there's going to be a demo or something today. Is that today? I don't know about a public demo, but... Oh, yeah, there is going to be a public demo in, like, a couple of weeks, I think? If you go to the link in the description, you can wishlist the game there, and it'll tell you about, like, demos and such as well. There's 2 of them. It's getting out of hand. Indeed. Alright. Oh, God. Hey, boys, those are 1,200 per battalion. Which is a lot more than what I've got. Apollo was mistaken. Oh, okay. Yeah, demo is on the 13th. Gotcha. Okay, one's optional, one's the headquarters. Alright, let's just take all of our guys, throw them in the corner for now. Because I want to be more particular about this. Artillery... we'll put in the rear. Like so. In front of them... we'll go the 33rd. Put them to exactly 2 ranks. Most efficient for firing that way. And we'll put the militia boy, like, not the militia, but the lesser trained guys on either side of them. Good, so that's our 1st battalion. 2nd battalion, 43. Actually have them on the left, I think. Oh, they're still not at full strength. Oh. Subsidy recruits. To keep them in reserve. Cavalry we're going to have with those guys. Alright. Actually, we'll extend the line like so. Move the Highlanders, 43, and the cavalry off to the flank there. Oh boy! Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, that's true, Griffin. There was an error where when I entered into a fort, I left the fort because I wanted to do something else before laying siege to it. But then, because I had selected the fort and then left, it still counted it as achieving the objective. I was still able to siege the fort after the fact, but it's like it is a campaign there. All right. Oh, I didn't adjust the colors of my new boys. Oh well. Will the 42nd survive another battle? Well, none of the original guys have for sure, but they've got that reputation now. So... the 92nd is in force. I've got a pretty decent right. Ooh, and I'm gonna need it. Oh, the enemy artillery is way more intense than mine. Yikes, look at that. Yeah, I should have upgraded the guns. I forgot that I was going to be upgrading the guns. That was something that I said I was going to do, and then I did not. And volley! Ugh, not the best. What are we going up against? Musketeers, musketeers. These guys aren't just recruits either. This is all, like, this is actually the first, like, real army that I've faced. There's only a few recruits in this. Oh, I might actually die horrifically in this battle. Come to think, as it turns out. Put you guys on your buckshot and get them nice and close in there. Good enough, guys. You're close enough. I'm not sure what the enemy is doing there. Yeah, this might not go so crazy well. Let's have the 33rd come about like that. And then our recruits will make up the center. Yeah, it'll be great. The recruits will be the center. It'll go just swimmingly well. Oh boy. Yeah. You know. Oh boy. I actually really don't like our odds at all for any of this. Haha. Oh god, they're already running away? Why are you running away? Oh, you cowards! I know you're outnumbered like 3-1 and you're being outflanked, but that's your fault. Oh god, okay. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. There are way too many of them. 40-12 is not gonna have a good day. No, no, they are absolutely not. Charge. Alright, you boys too. Charge in. Cavalry! Oh, yikes, they're just in an awkward position. Let's see if we can sneak the cavalry through their line. Oh god, the 33rd is running. If the 33rd is running, that basically means that we're done for, I think. Sneaky peek right through them, boys! Go, go, go! You're my last hope! Go, 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 go! Through the gap in their lines! Nope, melee. I don't want you to be... No, 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 no. Keep on going, keep on going! Oh, they did it! Carry on the charge! You guys too! Oh god. Oh, they're getting volleyed at from all around. Oh, those guys are directed elsewhere. Okay, good. Charge! Take out their guns! Oh, they have cavalry! Oh, look at that! Yeah, that's great! Okay. Alright. Cool, guys. I guess it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, the 42nd just did not have the people to pull that off. And meanwhile, those guys are exhausted. These guys are gonna come back from routing. Yeah, this is, it's not happening. It's just not happening, guys. Alas. A gallant stand. Ooh, put them behind the shrubbery there. The 33rd never runs, it simply advances towards the rear. Yeah, well, I needed them to advance towards the enemy in this case, and they did not do so. So, why do you smell blood? It's more like, why do I taste copper? Yo, Master Commander's out. No, it is not Mr. Hilbert. It is not Jet out. It is, this is a pre-release, beta copy that I was given by Mr. Griffey Boy Johnson of Armchair Historian to live stream and review alongside a few other creators. The demo, yep, is going to be out in a couple of days' time, and the actual release is towards the end of the month. I mean, like, Mr. Hilbert, if you reach out to Armchair, you could probably make something work out there. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Love Mr. Griffey, but yeah, I don't know. That's it. It was a bit like, years ago when I first met him, and it just kind of hasn't died. Yeah, the Jerrys absolutely have us on the run. It is, not... It's not going so hot for us. Hey! 4012's back! Go get him! Guess we should get those guys instead. Wow, this is horrible. Well, that did not end well. My army is destroyed. Thrown to the wind, or cast to the wind. The first time you all see the defeat logo, the unicorn broke his horn. It's very sad. Guys, don't worry though, the Great Dane is fine. He was not in the charge. He did fine. Wow. So I guess that's what happens when you go up against an army that's twice your size with better quality artillery, and they're actually real units as opposed to a bunch of militia. And because of that, I'm done. I'm gone because I had an army. I'm not a nation that I'm playing as. I'm playing as a single force. A single army, and that army was utterly annihilated. I didn't retreat. I didn't have a delicate, calm withdrawal. The army was shattered, and you can't just come back from that. I don't know if there's an option in the game actually to have like units withdraw and have them like still be alive. I feel like there should be like a possibility of having your army like retreat in just like some semblance of order. But yeah, no, I was annihilated, and so the cause of the Kingdom of Britain and of Hanover is undone. Broken upon the field of Zorndorf. This is so metal. I love this. In fact, it reminds me of a certain other project that, was sort of in the works, but we're not here to talk about my upcoming fiction novel, The Corpse War of 1793, about a zombie outbreak in 18th century England. We are here instead to talk about Griffey Boy Johnson's project being... Oh, we have career stats as well. Being Master of Command, also set to be released in just a few weeks' time. Can cannons actually fire over their own men? Yes, they can. Only one battle lost, but 5 won. 6 altogether were fought. 19,000 men for the largest battle. I've inflicted 11,000 casualties, only suffered 6,000. Survived for 75 days. The 43 was by far the most valued regiment. 33rd had insane accuracy. These randos, I guess, reloaded quite well, and they're like the one engagement that they were there. And I had no officers by the end. Yeah, that's the other thing, is I probably should have, like, saved up for more officers, so that way I had better morale going into that battle. But like I said, I didn't want to be streaming for really longer than, like, 2 hours, and we're on that point now, so I ended the campaign earlier than what I really should. Just to show it off, there's also a, there's going to be like a campaign mode. Basically just a series of battles and like challenges you have to face. It's nothing too crazy. The real meat of the game is in the individual campaigns here. But yeah, it's sort of like a roguelite in that you have your men, you build them up, you come to love them, and then you die. You die horrifically. This artwork will be replaced, no worries. Alright. I think you spent too much on item slots. Yeah, I probably did. Because, like, I put all of my items on the 42nd. I should have distributed them more evenly. And I should have spent more on actually getting more units of infantry earlier on in the game. So, yeah. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Master of Command. I hope that you all enjoyed watching the game be played. It is still, again, in beta stages. There will be changes made to the final version before you see it. A few bugs fixed, a few balance issues changed. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty solid experience. I am sure that it will be enjoyed by many when the time comes. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you all so much for, the kindness and all the generosity of the super chats. I will, in fact, use that money to go and buy myself some cough drops. With that, I guess I will see you all around next time. Later this week, we're going to do another live stream. Hopefully I'll be feeling better by then. We'll have another live stream wherein we shall watch and react to the 2025 Trooping of the Color. I'm also planning on getting back into live streaming much more regularly going forward. I'm going to be doing more Guts and Black Powder live streams to commemorate my upcoming book. There's going to be a book launch live stream when the time comes. There's a few other video games I'm going to be playing. There's a Halloween special that we're going to be doing. All sorts of fun stuff. So look forward to all of that. Thank you all again. I'll see you around. Till next time. Bye-bye. I realize I'm getting ready to say bye-bye, but I don't have the Streamlabs thing pulled up to actually cancel it. So with that, bye-bye.